Yeah, my dad.
Okay, when my dad was young, before he had kids, he was like a pretty boy. Okay, he was like a good-looking pretty boy. Okay, like you know those K-pop stars? Kind of like that. A little bit like no makeup or anything, but like he was a good-looking pretty boy.
And so like, when I think it was like maybe his first or second time in Japan, and he was like visiting a friend or something. So he was on a train, and there's this guy who kept like bumping into him, but specifically his hand would bump into his crotch. You know, where the penis is. If you guys didn't know that. And my dad is, you know, I think maybe this is where I get some of the naivete from him. But he did not understand why it kept happening. So like, you know, in the train station, sometimes there's a lot of people and like people kind of just like bump into each other. The thing is like, he was like, oh yeah, at that time, there wasn't a lot of people on the train. So it's kind of weird that he was bumping into me. But I didn't think too much about it. That's what he said. And so like, this guy literally kept like, you know, with the momentum of the train, you know, sometimes going a little, like when the train would break, you know, sometimes you'd kind of move, and he would use that momentum to bump into his crotch. And so like, because my dad didn't do anything about it, because he just thought he was just bumping into him, because he didn't do anything about it, I think the guy who harassed him thought that he enjoyed it. So like, when the guy who harassed him went off the station, he literally looked at my dad and he was like winking at him, like, you know, like kind of like, yeah, well, let's do this again, you know, that sort of thing. And then after, when my dad saw like his reaction, like his like expression to him, then he was like, oh, I just got harassed. So he always tells me that story. He's like, you gotta be careful, especially because you're a lady. This probably happens to you more statistically. Don't be too naive. If somebody keeps touching you, like, try to get away from them, even if they're not doing it on purpose. Just like, you know, don't trust. And I was like, okay, I think I'm a little bit smarter than you, but okay.